Welcome to this video which gives overview of Harishchandragad. This time I am calling it as overview rather than a vlog, as I was enjoying the trip more than recording videos. The fort is quite ancient. Remnants of microlithic man have been discovered here. The various Puranas, ancient scriptures, include many references about Harishchandragad. Harishchandragad temple and the cave of Khireshwar indicate that the fort belongs to the medieval period. This temple is a marvelous example of the fine art of carving sculptures out of stones that prevailed in ancient India. It is about 16 meters high from its base. Around this temple there are few ancient water tanks. The river Ganga is said to originate from one of the tanks located close to the temple. The top of the temple resembles construction with the North Indian temples. A similar temple is situated in Buddhagaya. Here we can see many tombs, in which a typical construction is seen. These are built by well-finished arranging stones one on top of the other. The cisterns near the temple provide drinking water. The fascinating thing about this temple is that it has been carved out from a single huge rock. On the main entrance there are sculptures of faces. These are faces of gods of the temple. On the left side of the entrance is a Devanagari inscription, which is about Saint Changdev. Towards the right of Harishchandragad temple, there is the huge cave of Khireshwar, in which there is a big Shiva Linga, which is completely surrounded by water. Its height from the base is 5 feet, and the water is waist deep. There are sculptures carved out in the cave. In the monsoon it is not possible to reach this cave, as a huge stream flows across the way. Actually, this is the origin of river Ganga. There were 4 pillars built around the Shiva Linga to support the cave. Another interesting thing about this place is that water seeps into this temple from the 4 walls on an daily basis. The water continues to seep in during all the seasons during the year. During rainy season, the water level in this cave becomes almost waist high. The various caves probably have been carved out in the 11th century. Great sage Changdev, one who created the epic Tattvasar, used to meditate here in the 14th century. Its origin is said to have been in the 6th century, during the rule of Kalchuri dynasty. The citadel was built during this era. Attractions on Harishchandragad are Saptatirtha Pushkarani, Khireshwar Cave, Harishchandragad Temple, Kokankada, Taramati Peak, different caves, core fort area at the pinnacle, and so on. Kokankada, this cliff faces west and looks down upon the Konkan. It provides views of the surrounding region. The cliff has an overhang. Sometimes a circular rainbow can be seen from this point. It can be seen only when there is a bit of mist in the valley, and the sun is right behind the person facing the valley. One phenomenon that can be observed at this place is the vertical cloud burst, in which the clouds nearing the cliff get sucked into the pitfall area below and are thrown vertically into the sky, reaching more than 50 feet, creating the impression of a wall that is rising straight from the edge of the cliff without entering the landmass area. I found this fort bit different than the other forts of Western Ghats. As the fort is spread in a larger area, this fort is not having any man-made watchtowers or defending walls except at pinnacle, which is called as core fort. We started our descent to Khireshwar side as we had parked our vehicle there. We crossed few small hills and after a walk of about 2 hours we reached plateau region which is above Tola Kind. One has to descend a steep rock patch on which railings are fixed. We got into a dense forest after crossing the rock patch. For me, on any of the treks I have done so far, I have never seen a continuous trail of 4 kilometers of such a dense forest. It is a heaven for the people who like forest trails. There is a forest department's cabin at Tola Kind which can be a landmark to know the correct route. One can approach this fort from base villages Pachnai, Khireshwar and Belpada. It is considered that Pachnai is the best possible approach as the difficulty level is relatively less on this route. One can enjoy the dense forest walk of almost 4 kilometers when approaching Harishchandragad from Khireshwar village. Goodbye for now and wish you happy exploring.